Namaskar. I am Shivani Jha and I welcome you all to our live and interactive session. You are watching this session live on PM eVidya channel 7 and also on our YouTube handle NCERT official. Well, let me apprise you all, this half an hour session of ours is basically meant for class 7 students, and the subject for today is science, and the topic that we have taken up today is chapter number 11 from your textbook titled Shadows and Reflection Part 2. Yes, dear all learners and our students, as we all know, we have already covered the shadow part in our previous session. So today, of course, we are going to talk on reflection, but to delve deeper into this entire topic about reflection, we are also joined by our esteemed expert. So let me introduce to her first. Today we are joined by Miss Priti Maan. Ma'am is TGT Science in Bharati Public School. Ma'am, namaskar. आपका बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are also joined by our Indian Sign Language interpreter, Miss Nena. So I also welcome you to this session. And now अगर आपके मन में कोई भी क्वेश्चन आते हैं या कोई भी फीडबैक जो आप हम तक पहुंचाना चाहते हैं, सो आप हमें कांटेक्ट भी कर सकते हैं. हमारा फ़ोन नंबर आप इस वक्त स्क्रीन पर देख रहे होंगे, विच इज़ 8800440559. And we have also our email ID, which is dth.class7@cit.nic.in. And yes, as you all know, this session of ours is live and interactive. तो आप लाइव चैट बॉक्स के ऑप्शन में भी अपने कोई भी कमेंट्स और फीडबैक हम तक पहुंचा सकते हैं. वेल, अब शुरू करते हैं अपने आज के इस टॉपिक को अबाउट रिफ्लेक्शन. सो फर्स्टली प्रीति मैम, मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहूँगी, हमने शेडो पार्ट फर्स्ट अपने सेशन में कर रहे हुए हैं प्रीवियस में. सो क्या क्या चीज़ें थी, एक बार हम रिकैप कर सकते हैं उन्हें, देन हम रिफ्लेक्शन में पढ़ेंगे.
Okay, so we see shadow formation, how it takes place, wherein we have a source of light which is falling on an opaque object, and we need a screen. Okay, so over this screen the shadow is formed.
Okay.
We did studied about different types of objects. Some are transparent, some are translucent, some are opaque.
Opaque, yes.
So transparent object, no shadow formation will take place because light passes through them.
And we can see clearly throughout
Yes.
the transparent.
Okay.
Yes.
If we talk about translucent object, so partially they allow some light to pass through them. So the
Yes.
same will happen when the source of light is
Partially
objecting the
visible.
light over the object, that is translucent object. So partially it will be blocking the light and partially the light will be passing through it. So we don't
Okay.
get the clear shadow. But when the object is opaque, so it completely blocks the path
Yes,
of the
right.
light. Right? So if from this side, if the light is coming, here you have your opaque object and here the screen. So what will happen? The light gets blocked. As a result of it, you get the shadow of the object on the screen.
Okay.
And also the distance between the light source and the object.
Okay.
It decides the size of the shadow. Yes, so
Yes.
during our childhood also we did the same thing that
Yes, true.
when
we experience a lot of shadows
when
in
the
our
light
childhood.
goes off, okay, so we have that candle or some that emergency lightning up at the corner of the room and we used to play.
Yes, through
Yes.
our fingers or hands, we can say.
So that's how that's what we have completed in the previous
Okay.
session.
So, ma'am, I think we got to know more about the shadows part. So, shall we proceed towards the reflection part as well?
Yes. So today we'll see how reflections are formed or how
So,
they
firstly,
are
I'll
made.
ask you what exactly is reflection.
Okay, so
Yes.
before that we need to be looking at the very important property of light.
Okay.
Right? Because light ray, when it is getting reflected, as you can see on the image, what is happening here? The light ray, they are getting reflected.
Reflected.
Okay. So before that we need to be touching up this very important property of light, which we call it as rectilinear propagation of light. What does it mean? That light always travel in a straight path.
Okay.
Right? So it cannot to go in curves or in zigzag lines.
It only have straight direction.
Yes, light
Okay.
always travels straight. Right? Because understanding this property makes the understanding of rest of the phenomena easy for us. So this is how it is traveling up. You can see in here light
Okay.
it is moving straight.
Straight. Yes. Right.
And this property is called as what? Rectilinear propagation of
light.
Now further coming up to the question that you have asked me, what
Yes.
is reflection?
Right.
Yes. So first of all, where do we see light getting reflected? Reflection is simply what? When the light is hitting the object
Yes.
and it is bouncing back.
And the image is formed in the
Yes,
object,
image
we
is
can say.
formed. There are certain criterias wherein if those criterias got fulfilled, the image will form. Also, it happens that yes, some sort of reflection is taking place, yet we don't get the image.
Yes.
Right? So, in this case, you see there is mirror also and reflection. So, we see our reflection in mirror.
Yes.
Yes. So, every day
Every
in the
day
morning,
we use these mirrors,
yes,
right?
Every day in the morning
Yes.
while getting dressed up, what do we see? We see mirrors. Why for we see mirrors? Because we see our reflection in that.
Right.
Right? We see our images in that. And everybody like we love to dress up and look beautiful. So
Yes.
mirror gives us the reflection. Now we'll just see what's the science behind it. Now what is happening? The light is bouncing back. Okay, it is hitting the mirror and it is bouncing back. Now in the picture, if you can see in the mirror surface, it itself is shiny.
Right.
Yes, so we can see our reflections in mirrors, right? Why in mirrors? Because mirrors are polished. They are polished from the back, they have shiny surface. Also, any polished surface if you see, let it be metal plate, so new utensils
Yes,
also,
right.
you are able to see yourself in them. Why? Because the surface is shiny, right? Now further, what is happening here, we can just see the picture, how light bounces back, it hits the mirror and it goes
We
in
get the
the
reflection.
other direction.
Right.
And while it is bouncing back or while it is reflecting back, we say that we get reflection. And again the property that I talked of, that light travels in a straight line. You
Yes.
just see here, light rays, they are falling straight on the mirror.
Yes. Right.
And after reflection also they are moving straight. As I said that light can never travel in any wavy path.
Any zigzag.
Yes. It has to be what? A straight line where it travels in.
Okay. So next we have.
Yes. Now we see that what are the characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror. Now plane mirror is the one that everybody sees in the morning. Right. Now we have like this smaller version of it.
So ma'am, there are different types of mirror, and the first we have on the screen as well, right?
Yes.
This is called plane mirror.
So class 7 we study the characteristics properties of plane mirror. Yes, we have different types of mirror that comes in higher grades.
Okay,
Okay.
right.
Here we have just the plane mirrors and what kind of image it forms and what are the characteristic properties. Now this is the plane mirror. Okay. So if you can even see my reflection coming in this mirror.
Yes, right.
Yes. Now we'll talk about the image that we have seen. It was my image in the mirror. Now we'll talk about what are the characteristics of the image which are formed by a plane mirror. Now if we see the first point, it says that the image is always upright. Okay. So when we stand in front of the mirror, so the same is our image.
Right.
It is never happening that we are standing straight and our image is coming some other way around, upside
It never
down, or it
happens.
is coming like this or
Yes.
it is coming like that. No, that never happens. Our image is what? It is upright. Okay. So we'll see that in the picture also. So if the object is kept like this,
Okay.
this is the object, or we can assume that this is some person standing, and you have got a mirror placed in here. So the image also will be like this.
Okay.
This means that it is upright.
It will be same.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Now next characteristics property is what? It is of the same size. Say if you are 5 feet tall, so your image will also be 5 feet tall until unless it is plane mirror. right? It will get changed if you have some other types of
Right.
mirror. You have seen that in mazes also, that somewhere we look big, somewhere we
look
look
small.
short,
Yes.
and even the breadth also increases or decreases as per the mirrors we have.
And
So-
that we call magic
Yes.
sometimes. Yes.
So for children it is magic only,
Yes.
but that's completely like the different types of mirrors are
Mirrors.
being placed over there.
Yes.
Now second characteristics property, we talk of plane mirrors. So they are giving an upright image which is of the same size.
Yes.
Okay. Further moving, the next property is what? The image formed is laterally inverted. So what does it means that your left appears to be right and right appears to be left, right? And for the same reason, you must have noticed ambulance, it is
Yes,
written in its lateral inversion form, so that if a person sees it in the mirror, in the rear view mirror, it is the straight word that we see in its
Yes.
image.
Okay.
Okay, so ambulance, the way it is written, it is the laterally inverted image form, the word is written over it.
Okay.
Just for the reason that anybody sees that in the mirror, the person will see the exact word as ambulance.
Okay.
So that is lateral inversion. And the next characteristics property is the distance between the object and the mirror. It is same as that of the mirror and the image.
Yes.
So if the mirror is placed somewhere here, so if you are say 1 meter, standing 1 meter away from the mirror,
okay.
this side, this was the object, yes, your image will be 1 meter inside the mirror. Clear?
Okay, got it.
So these all are what? These all are the characteristics properties of the image
plane.
formed by a plane mirror.
Mirror.
We'll just quickly revise them, that the image formed is upright, it is of same size, it is laterally inverted, and the distance between the mirror and the object remains the same as mirror and the image. Okay. Now after this we'll see that what happens. Are there any uses to it?
Of course, yes. The
Yes.
real applications.
The
which
real
we use in our
applications.
everyday life.
So we have this toy, we can say that pinhole camera, it has been used, and we do see its scientific importance also. Now how a pinhole camera is made, so we'll quickly see in here. On the screen you can see,
Yes.
this is what is the object, lighted candle. Then we take a screen, right? Cardboard, rather I will
Okay.
say that. We take a cardboard, and in the cardboard we make a small hole. That hole is called as pinhole. Now further we keep a screen at the back of this. Now when the light passes through this pinhole, now what happens is that the image that we get over the screen, right? The image is upside down.
Yes.
You see the candle flame, right? The pointed part is upwards,
We
and
can
you see
only see the flame part of this
flame
candle,
part,
right?
flame
Not
part
the
of
whole,
it, not the
entire
whole
part.
candle, because you see the light rays will be coming out from here only.
This whole, yes.
Yes, for if we want the whole thing, we need to be adjusting accordingly.
Okay.
But as this is a fixed setup, so we'll get the image of the just the flame of it.
And this
But
is the ma'am first characteristic of plane mirror that we have studied right now, right?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. So in this case, what is happening, that the light rays which are passing through this pinhole, okay, light rays will pass through like this,
Okay.
and what is happening as a result of it, they are forming an inverted image. All right. Now we'll just quickly see how we can make it, because children love to play with this,
Yes.
right? You can take 2 cups. So
Okay.
to one we have to make this pinhole, and on the another one I did cut it out as a square. I tried it, but it is not coming as a perfect square. So and this needs to be covered with a butter paper.
Okay.
Now further what do? We just need to be keeping it over like this. Okay. Now you can go out with this. What we have to do, we just need to be adjusting. We just need to be adjusting our inner cup.
Okay.
Because that's the screen. Light rays will enter through this pinhole. Okay. And the light rays, where they will fall over the screen. To get the image, you look into it like this and you adjust the inner cup, right, so that you see the image of any object.
Okay.
Suppose you have tree right in front of you and you want to capture the image over the screen.
Of the tree.
Yes,
Okay.
using your pinhole camera. So you can stand at a place wherein you can get the whole tree. Okay, you can see the whole tree. But when the image is formed over the screen of a pinhole camera, right, it gets inverted. I'll just quickly show you that, how that happens.
And ma'am, we also get the upright part of the tree only, right?
That's what I've told you, that we need to be adjusting ourselves.
Okay.
If
We
you
have
just
to
want
adjust
to
according
see,
to
yes,
our-
if you just
okay.
want to see the green part of the tree, you can adjust yourself
Okay.
like that. If you want the whole tree, you want the image of the whole tree, so you can adjust accordingly. Okay. So you can just move in the inner part of your pinhole camera and get the image. Now, how exactly the image formation is happening over here? Suppose you have your object, right? This is our object, and here we are using the pinhole camera. Okay. And we have studied the property that light rays, they are passing straight. So when these light rays pass through this pinhole, what happens? That they form an image which is inverted, because the image is formed on a screen, right? So what is happening? We get an inverted image.
Okay.
With plane mirror, we were getting an image which was
Invert.
upright.
Okay.
In this case, we are getting an image which is inverted, because the screen is involved.
Okay.
In case of, say, plane mirror, there is no screen present there, but in case of pinhole camera, yes, we have a screen right at the back. Okay, we get the image, and the image that we get on the screen is what? It is inverted. So I have zoomed in the image here. So you see the candle flame is upside down.
Yes, right.
Yes, so that's an inverted image that we are getting in here.
Okay, so ma'am, our students can also perform this, beautiful activity of pinhole camera.
That's why I have
at
shown
their
that you
homes.
can just use cups as simpler things as cups
Yes.
to make your own pinhole cameras.
Okay, so after this, can we have another applications of these plane mirrors also, ma'am?
Yes, we have further applications also. First, we need to understand one term here. What do we understand by multiple reflection?
Okay.
Okay, so you must have seen this also very frequently when we go in the changing rooms in malls.
Yes.
So what happens? You
I have
see many of
experienced
you.
it. Yes.
All the sides, it is you only. Same in the barber shop, right?
Yes.
So there's a mirror which is placed right in front of you, and there's a mirror which is placed right at the back of you.
Yes.
So what happens? It is multiple you, both the sides. So why that happens? It all happens because of the angle over which these mirrors are being placed. Right?
Okay.
When two mirrors are placed parallel to each other, the barber setup, I will call it as,
Okay.
that one is right in
Yes, we
front
can
of
see
you,
that.
one is right at the back of you. You see infinite images. You cannot count those images. Yes, because this side also there are multiple images, at the back also there are multiple images. But when the mirrors are placed at some angles, right here on the in the picture, if we see what is happening, there is certain angle over which these two mirrors are joined, and the object is placed over here.
Yes.
Right? You
Object
see,
is single, but the image formation is multiple.
yes,
Yes.
and the number of image that are being formed over here, it depends on the angle over which we are keeping these mirrors. You change the angle, the number of images also changes. So if children want to calculate that, so there is a formula to it. I'll quickly write the formula. To find out the number of images, what do we do? It is 360 divided by theta, that is the angle. Say if you are placing your mirrors at the angle of 45 degrees, you write 45 here. 90 degrees, you write 90 here, minus 1. When you calculate this, you will get the number of images that will be formed when you are placing your mirrors say at 45 degrees, at 90 degrees, or say at 30 degrees.
right.
Okay, because some children they do ask that, ma'am, how many number of images will be formed if it is at 30
At this
degree, at
angle.
45
Okay.
degree. Fine, so this is how you can calculate on your own what will be the number of image getting formed. Now based on this, we have two more devices, or we can say, that are being used, and they are of a lot of importance also. One is periscope. So this is how it looks like, periscope. So it has two mirrors placed in it. One mirror is here and the another mirror is placed here. So how it works, the light rays are entering, they'll hit the mirror, come down,
Move to next
again
mirror.
hit the mirror, and the observer can see. So any guesses where we can use this? Wild guesses?
Any of the game?
In the gamings also
Yes.
we can use, right? In submarines also we can use.
Yes, right.
Because submarines, they are submerged in water, so we need to see outside, right?
Right.
So how we can see? With the help of periscopes.
Okay.
So children can also make this. You just need to be adjusting these two mirrors at perfect angle, right? One is placed here and one
And
is
the another
placed
is
here.
at the different end. Okay.
So that is periscope, and we have one more beautiful device that has been made, that's called as kaleidoscope, right? You see this wonderful pattern over here. Now how it is made? We see three plane mirrors, rectangular ones, okay, and we join them in a form of a triangle.
Okay.
Okay, then we fill some beads inside it, and when you see, just now we have discussed that when the mirrors are kept at some angles,
Yes.
it decides the number of images.
Right. Multiple images.
Yes, in this case what is happening, those three mirrors, how we are placing them, as we are placing them like this,
Okay.
right? One mirror here, one mirror here, one mirror here.
Okay.
So basically each one will have this 60 degree,
Yes.
right, because it looks like an equilateral triangle. So each side will be 60
degree.
degrees. Fine. We can easily calculate with the formula how many number of images it will form. Children can find it out. This 3 times the angles are forming, and how many number of images it will be formed.
Okay.
Okay. So this kaleidoscope, it is generally used by designers, right, to get this beautiful patterns.
Okay.
You see the picture of the pattern obtained over
It's
here.
looking very beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
So it is obtained from a kaleidoscope that is made by a student in the school. We got the picture, right, like that. Now designers use the same concepts and they build on several designs.
Yes, right.
So it is not
So
only
they
getting
also use
used
these
for
mirrors,
the playing
right?
purpose, it is also getting used for some other really good reasons.
Architectural,
also.
we can
Yes.
say. Okay. So, ma'am, can we have another question for our students as well, because we are left with a very limited time?
Yes. So we will pick up this question. Again, this is based on the very simple concept that we have read in the book or in the session also. So one candle is placed over here, and these are 4 children.
Named Sahil, Rekha, Patrick, and Kasima.
They want to see the flame of the candle. So I'll ask you only which child will see the candle flame clearly? What do you think?
Ma'am, I know the answer.
You know the
So
answer?
can I give the answer?
Yes, you can give the answer.
Okay, maybe it will be Rekha,
Yes.
because we have already studied the right path of these rules, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
we have studied that property that light always travels in a straight path. So
yes.
if we see in this picture, so the straight path only is
Rekha.
for Rekha.
Rekha.
Right, rest all the children, they are there at some angle.
Right.
So there are very beautiful questions given in the back exercise, right, based on the concepts. So
Okay.
children need to be understanding the concepts first, because it is a completely concept based chapter. You understand the concept, you build on that, and then you go and do the questions.
Of course, ma'am. And students can learn a lot from these reflection part and the mirror and do own their activity, or we can say creativity, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, ma'am, we are here for the wrap of the session. So, firstly, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. And also, I would like to thank our Indian Sign Language interpreter, Miss Naina, for joining us today. Thank you so much, Naina. And before I leave, here's a very important information for all our students and learners. The new NCERT textbook for class 4th and 7th are now available on Amazon, Flipkart, and also on our NCERT official website. So please grab it on from there, and please have a look on our screens for our upcoming program. So within a few minutes, you can join us on channel number 7 again at 2:30 p.m. for the subject mathematics, and the topic for today is parallel and intersecting lines part 2. So यही आप सभी के लिए हमारे प्रोग्राम्स रहेंगे. बाकी आप स्क्रीनशॉट भी ले सकते हैं और ऐसे ही बने रहे पीएमई विद्या के सभी चैनल्स के लिए. सो वंस अगेन थैंक यू एंड नमस्कार टू ऑल ऑफ यू.